this afternoon, and I'd like to officially welcome you to Invictus Pro Wrestling! I'd like to bring out the owner and operator of Invictus Pro Wrestling, so please welcome Mr. Alex Arcetto!
Alright, how we all doing tonight? Thank you, each and every one of you, for coming out. It has been one heck of a journey getting to this point. It has been over a year in the making, and you can ask anyone in the back. When I was first filling out the paperwork, putting my dream into action, making this possible, I just picked the name Invictus because it sounded cool. And I think it does still sound pretty cool, right? Yeah. But over the last year, Invictus has come to represent so much more. Invictus in Latin means unconquered. And I think that after numerous postponements, venue changes, a freaking global pandemic,
I'm kidding.
we can truly say that we are unconquered. I can go on probably for an hour thanking every single person that made this possible, but I just wanted to thank each and every one of you personally for being here, for selling out our first event. Like I said, I can go on for a while, but you guys didn't come here to listen to me talk. You guys came to see some wrestling. Without further ado, Ryan, take it away.
You got it. All right. So, we're going to kick this off with our first contest of Invictus Pro Wrestling, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from Hartford, Connecticut, weighing in at 190 pounds, this is the Barber Clipper Jones. Clipper Jones.
Oh yeah!
Hips up! Down! Let's rock, baby. Introducing his opponent, hailing from the Steel City, weighing in at 365 pounds, Wrecking Ball Legarski! Good shot! Good shot! Wrecking
What's up, baby? Oh my God!
Wrecking ball! Wrecking ball! Wrecking ball! Wrecking ball! Wrecking ball!
Terrible!
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we are kicking things off with our first singles match here from Invictus Pro Wrestling's debut event here in Flemington, New Jersey. Alex Aceta here on commentary, and with me is my partner, Nick Goutman. Nick?
Absolutely right, Alex. We are here, we are live, and we are ready for some hard-hitting action in Flemington, New Jersey.
Clipper Jones, baby. Clips up. Fold down.
So kicking things off for today, we have a true David and Goliath matchup. Wrecking Ball Legursky taking on a debuting Clipper Jones.
What's crazy to me so far about this, Alex, is just how unfazed Clipper has been. You know, going into this, he wanted competition. Clipper wanted to be challenged. Clipper wanted to prove to Invictus management why he belonged. But now he's quite a challenge in front of him in Wrecking Ball Legursky.
That's right, he may have gotten more than he asked for as Wrecking Ball backs him into the corner, delivers a huge overhand chop.
I think the reality of the situation is starting to set in for Clip. He has to figure out some sort of way around this in front of him. Things go to the outside.
And Wrecking Ball hot in pursuit.
Oh, grabs Clip by the hair.
Oh, another big overhand chop.
I felt that one.
Wrecking Ball taking Clipper for a bit of a walk here. Got him up against the ring post.
Shush to the crowd. What's going to happen? Oh! Wrecking Ball definitely felt that one. Clip on the comeback.
Another hard right, series of rights here.
Chop again. What's he got going on here?
Backing him towards the hay bale.
Clip's got to use every opportunity he can at this point. Whoa!
And again, just the strength of Wrecking Ball on full display here.
Right onto the haystack. That is not up to the athletic commission approval here. Oh, another hard shot.
And something you and I can both attest to, Nick, is that hay is quite prickly.
Oh, to say the least. I've definitely got a few bits there up the keister, to say the least. Wrecking Ball taking Clip back to the ring now. What can Clip be thinking now? He's tried his comeback. Nothing seems to be prevailing. He's got to come up with a game plan here.
The Wrecking Ball keeping the match in control, or I may have spoken too soon here.
Clip's got to keep this going. He's got to follow up now.
Some big athleticism from Legursky there.
Wrecking Ball might be a 365-pound man, but he certainly moves like a cruiserweight as we see him fly here. Oh!
Big headbutt. Shades of Bam Bam Bigelow there. And Clipper gets his boot on the rope.
Wrecking Ball, clearly the veteran here, having many years of experience over Clip, who's still new to the wrestling game, but clearly not giving up easy.
Right now, as you said, Wrecking Ball Legursky, a decorated veteran of the Northeast independent scene, a former Northeast wrestling champion, a title which he won, Nick, by defeating Flip Gordon.
Wow. And, not only that, I have to shout out the Mercenary series, as Legursky now takes Clip and puts him in a bear hug. Shots firing back.
Clip driving those elbows onto the head and neck of Legursky. Huge choke slam there. This could be it, Nick.
What is Wrecking Ball going to do from here? He has a defeated man in front of him. He should just end this now. Give the man his respect. Let him live to fight another day.
But that is not Wrecking Ball's style. He wants to humiliate Clipper. He wants to put him in his place.
What is this Goliath thinking here? Oh, no. Ref, come on now.
Legursky perched, firing up the crowd here in Flemington, New Jersey.
Are we going to see the big man fly?
Clipper just gets out of the way. And that could give him the opening that he needs to turn this match around.
Clip's got to fire back here. One shot. Come on, Clip. We got to keep going on this one. Another shot. Clip's got to keep going. Another.
He is up against an immovable object here, though. Big forearm shot there.
This might be the only chance Clip has left to really seize the day and take down Mr. Wrecking Ball Legursky. Flying out of the corner. Into another corner. Clip's got to try and follow up. Oh!
Wrecking Ball. Look at the size of Wrecking Ball's hands. Just catcher's mitts around the head of Clipper Jones.
Those slaps must have felt like frying pans to the chest, Alex.
Wrecking Ball takes a spill but lands on his feet. Clipper now to the ring apron. Big kick to the face.
Oh yeah, how'd that be?
Any offense is clearly thwarted by Wrecking Ball.
Yeah, the high-flying offense may be Clipper's style, but it's not going to work on someone the size of Wrecking Ball Legursky.
Despite Clip being a novice, he's clearly showing his awareness for the ring and his opponent and knowing what to do next. Really, I can see a bright future in this kid in Invictus Pro Wrestling.
Oh, without a doubt. I mean, his spirit is undeniable as he climbs up to the top rope.
What are we going to see here?
Huge cross-body shades of Mil Mascaras.
What is Clip going to follow up from here?
Spinning
Is
kick.
this the beginning of the end?
Turns him around. Neck breaker.
Clip must follow up here. Goes for the cover. And just
Kick
a
out
one
at
counts.
one. And did you see the way that Clipper just got thrown off of Wrecking Ball on that kick out?
Like a sack of laundry.
Cannonball there. Clipper not hesitating one bit.
1, 2, oh. Both men are clearly fatigued. Clip needs to follow up here, keep the momentum going, find a way to victory.
Reaching into the tank here and getting the crowd fired up along with him.
Giving his signature clips up, foes down. What can we be seeing here?
Oh man, what could Clipper Jones be thinking? Oh, boom! Big spinning side slam, and that is all she wrote.
I gotta say, Alex, going in, Clip must have known he had quite the obstacle in front of him in Wrecking Ball Legursky, but what spirit from that guy? I gotta say.
Absolutely, and I would love to see him back here in an Invictus ring.
I have a funny feeling that this is not the last time we see these two clash down the line. I can tell Clip is going to come back from this stronger, better, a more seasoned guy and ready to take down the challenge in Wrecking Ball Legursky.
Absolutely. And Wrecking Ball sauntering to the backstage area.
What unclassy sportsmanship by this guy. Clip clearly put him to the edge. Clip clearly gave him an obstacle that he wasn't expecting. There's got to be some respect given for that.
Clipper Jones staggering to his feet.
But still walking away on his own. Not being needed to the back. He wants to walk away with his dignity on this one.
Absolutely, and a much deserved ovation from the crowd here.
I gotta say, Alex, it feels great to see a crowd again in a wrestling environment.
Oh, without a doubt. The fact that we're able to do it safely during this pandemic is truly a testament to the Invictus spirit. Let's turn it back to Ryan in the ring.
All right, folks, what a way to kick off the debut event of Invictus Pro Wrestling! But the action will continue right now with the following contest, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 170 pounds, this is Big Game Leroy! Introducing his opponent, hailing from parts unknown, weighing in at 1,000 spirits, this is the Voodoo God, Boom! The boss fight.
He's not even fazed by you, bro.
Yeah!
Oh my god. Oh, brush your teeth. Oh, what are you doing?
And Nick, Halloween may have come early as the voodoo god Bones clearly sending chills up the collective spine of the crowd here at Eruption.
I was just about to say, Alex, what a clash of styles, clash of personalities, clash of really just spirits and overall sense of mortality at this point between Leroy and Bones.
Absolutely. Two big personalities is right. And Leroy right away with the patented Switch-a-Kinrana, he calls that.
Wow, honestly, the fact that Leroy is able to still keep contact, keep touch with the switch and not lose sight of his high score while taking down the obstacle that is Bones is truly, truly unbelievable.
Big leg lariat and a cover there from Leroy. Wonder what he's playing on there. I think I saw him playing Smash Ultimate backstage earlier, but I can't be sure.
Well, I'm sure simultaneous eye roll was held by all parents as, Leroy was making his way to the ring. These kids these days in their damn video games.
Well, absolutely. But Leroy showing that it is not a distraction as he completes a hellacious suicide dive there onto Bones. Showboating a bit from the crowd, but you can't take your eyes off of the voodoo god for long.
Bones needs to come up with a game plan here. I mean, he is trying too heavily right now on the mind games and really has to try and make some, game plans here as he now takes away the switch of Leroy.
You do not want to get between big game Leroy and his switch.
Fantastic drop kick there. Things go back to the outside. The switch has been compromised. It is thrown to a fan.
Leroy sent face first into that corner post. And Bones mounting the comeback here. Slams him against the ring apron. And back into the ring they go.
Quick cover here. Kick out. Oh, Bones pulling the hair. The ref's got to step in here. This is not legal whatsoever.
But anyone who knows the voodoo god knows that he will do anything to appease Zoagao, to appease the voodoo spirits that guide him to victory. Has Leroy in a very unique submission here. You see that joint manipulation.
Oh, and what's he got here? Is he biting?
He's
biting the fingers of Leroy.
He is indeed.
Wait, what?
Backing off. What is this?
Who is this masked? Goes to the ref. What the hell?
Some sort of Phantom-esque.
Is this some sort of alliance that Bones has formed with someone? What is going on?
Ref goes
here,
down,
Alex?
signals for the bell. And this mysterious masked man offering a skull-topped cane to Bones.
What? And now the masked figure has taken down Bones as Leroy flees. What is going on here, Alex?
A very macabre bait and switch takes place as the Phantom disappears out of the ring and off into the forest.
Well, I'm left with more questions than answers after this one. I really need to know what goes on here. Invictus Management hopefully will provide some updates soon about who this guy was, how he got onto the ring, why that ring wasn't inspected, first of all. Lots of errors here, lots of mistakes. This was just a messy job.
And disappointing to say the least, because this was sure looking up to be a much anticipated match between Leroy Green and Bones. Hopefully these two will collide again, this time without any shenanigans or interferences.
Without a doubt, Alex, there's definitely some unfinished business left to settle between these two guys. If it weren't for that mask figure, we would have had a hell of a match.
This is true. Let's go back to Ryan in the ring.
Well, I guess anything could happen in Invictus. Apparently we had a run-in by the Phantom of the Opera. I don't know what that was. Anyway, you guys having a good time so far? Yeah! Let's get the action rolling right now with the following contest. And it is a tag team match scheduled for one fall. One fall! Introducing first, hailing from the sunny side of town, they are the team of Philip Cardigan and Steve Somerset, and they are Team Sweater Weather! introducing their opponents, hailing from the great outdoors of Lake Sphincter, they are the team of Matt Montana and Big Cal Stevens, the Outdoorsmen!
Shut your mouth, you little brat. You know I was gonna go once. Yeah, real cool. Sorry, I had to go there. We made these ourselves. Who else has Argyle on? Get out. No, nobody has Argyle. Everybody else go. Out. Oh, yeah. You gotta get in there. What? You gotta get in there. What are you doing? What are you doing? You're good. I'm fine. I don't know. Come on. What are you doing? Oh. Relax. What a weather. He knows what he's doing. To you.
Tag team action, keeping things going here at Eruption. Two very unique tag teams here as Sweater Weather takes on the Outdoorsmen, and it's going to be Matt Montana of the Outdoorsmen and Steve Somerset of Sweater Weather kicking things off.
Absolutely, the fight for winter clothing wear is up for grabs here as flannel takes on what do you call the current pattern going on with Steve Somerset? It's a variety of things, a variety of colors.
I would call it Argyle.
Argyle, yes, of course. Only the classiest for truly some wonderful gentlemen in Sweater Weather.
Absolutely, and Steve Somerset with control of the wrist starting things off, but Montana quick to reverse it. It should be said, Nick, that Sweater Weather might be at a slight disadvantage here. Of course, Philip Cardigan, a last-minute replacement for an injured Steven Azor. Originally, it was the Even Stevens, the Creative Pro Tag Champions, who were supposed to be competing in this match. But things change all the time here in pro wrestling as Steve Somerset hits a big crossbody off the middle rope.
You're absolutely right, though, Alex. What a last-minute change. I'm sure that impacted the chemistry between these two, but they are still somehow keeping things going as Steve Somerset now takes the advantage over Matt Montana.
Control of that arm.
Yeah, I'll take some.
Sweater Weather already a crowd favorite here.
Absolutely. They are clearly getting the love and the reactions from the crowd. I can't say the same about the Outdoorsmen.
No, I cannot. But at the same time, Sweater Weather needs to make sure that they do not let that crowd interaction distract them from the task at hand, which is putting the Outdoorsmen out to pasture.
Absolutely. I mean, as much of an advantage it is to have the crowd behind you, will not equal victory all the time. Oh! Big Cal Stevens now thwarted there.
Tag made on both sides, so it's going to be Philip Cardigan. Great chemistry there with the quick tags from Sweater Weather, keeping things fresh. Roll up there from Steven Somerset.
Another quick pin. 1, 2. Another kick out by Big Cal Stevens. Look at the size of Big Cal Stevens.
Big Texan muscle there, and
man can move though, I gotta say.
This is true. Another tag from the Outdoorsman, and Matt Montana is legal. Some teamwork here. Ducks the Double clothesline. Whoa. Bit of miscommunication there, perhaps, from the outdoorsman.
Absolutely. Big Cal Stevens sent to the outside. Philip Cardigan tagged in here. What could they be thinking? Oh, what is this? Some unique tag team maneuvering right there.
Philip Cardigan hesitating a little bit.
He's got to be a little less apologetic here. He's got to really take on the role as that is his competitor here and try and just put the nice feelings aside and the love of coffee and just focus on getting the path to victory.
And Steve Somerset may be getting a little impatient here with Philip Cardigan. His offense seems to be harming his partner almost as much as their opponents. And Philip Cardigan losing his glasses there.
Steve Somerset's definitely pulling double duty for this team. You can tell Philip Cardigan is just 1 or 2 steps behind Steve. But I gotta say, these accidental mistakes he's making with his glasses are somehow doing him some good. Hopefully these accidents are few and far between, but with the same luck as they've been having.
Another assisted corner splash there. Some very unique tag team offense from Sweater Weather here.
Getting the crowd
Cardigan getting
going.
the crowd. Uh-oh. I guess you could say this is Philip Cardigan's first rodeo, Nick.
You can say that again, Alex. Absolutely. Philip Cardigan has been compromised here after that move to the post. Matt Montana pulling him back into the ring.
Stevens back up on the ring apron.
You can tell the cohesiveness just in the outdoorsman is just so on par with that of some of the best tag teams here in Invictus. You can tell that they are just on the same page, know what to do, know the game plan at hand, and are ready to take down Sweater Weather.
And products, of course, of Team Adams Wrestling School, one of the most prestigious wrestling schools in the Northeast.
Big Cal Stevens.
Mounting a comeback.
Tag made.
Frequent tags from both teams here. Very strategic, keeping each other fresh.
Clearly now the move is to isolate their opponent here with the outdoorsman trying to really do as much damage as possible to Philip Cardigan before getting to Steve Somerset. What are we thinking here? Big slam on the horizon.
I don't know. Montana's wasting a lot of time here showboating.
It's a lot of strength wasted too, Alex.
But he connects. Cardigan needs to make a tag here. He is hurting, but Montana is firmly in control.
If I were the outdoorsman here, I would keep things going just as they are. Isolate Philip, get him down to his bare essentials, keep that coffee away from him with Steve there, was just trying to egg him on to get to the corner, and just try and do as much damage to him as possible, isolate the opponent, get the victory. Pretty clear cut there.
The outdoorsman doing a pretty good job keeping that ring divided as Big Cal Stevens takes control. Could be looking for another big slam here.
How's the view up there, Philip? Oh, reversal. Is he so close, inches away?
What's Montana up to on the outside?
Oh. Matt here taking away the coffee, the superpower fuel of Sweater Weather. Steve Somerset taking to the ground. Big Cal Stevens still on top of Philip Cardigan. They are not letting this take away from their game plan. They are still keeping Philip
Third slam, and did you see the height on that one, Nick?
Incredible height from an incredibly sized man.
Stevens finally looking to put Cardigan out of his misery. But Philip Cardigan's not going down that easily.
Matt Montana still with the coffee in his hand.
A lot of mind games in effect in this match here.
They are not wasting any sort of chance of not getting the victory here. They are taking away the value in Steve Somerset. They're taking away the coffee. They're really trying their best just to completely diminish any sort of gain that can happen for Philip Cardigan.
Surprised any of that coffee hasn't spilled yet.
I wonder what kind of coffee it is. Is it a Starbucks or a Dunkin', you think?
Cardigan strikes me as a blonde roast kind of guy.
I can see that. Big Cal Stevens, I can tell, just takes his coffee black, maybe with some dirt in there, just to add some flavor.
Absolutely. Montana in the ring now.
Taunting him even more with the coffee. Offering him a sip for fuel.
Montana taking the boots to Philip Cardigan. He needs to make the tag quick, Nick. He is looking in a bad way.
Steve Somerset is ready to go. He needs to get in there and just make a comeback of some sort for his team. It is not looking good for them whatsoever. That is some talent, though, doing these moves with the coffee still in his hand. Roll up here.
Montana kicks out.
Oh, wait. Where's the coffee?
Uh-oh.
Here we go.
Business has
Cardigan
just
Mania
picked up.
Is officially underway. Big clothesline.
And another.
I don't know
Big
what is in
flying
that
tackle.
coffee.
I think I might have been wrong about Cardigan's coffee preferences before. This is some double espresso action going on.
I was just about to say, I don't know what's in that coffee, but I could sure use some right about now.
Big cutter. This could be it. And Big Cal Stevens breaking up that pin. Again, very good chemistry on display from the outdoorsman.
Philip Cardigan's got to keep the momentum going as Steve Somerset gets tagged in. Steve, the fresh man here, ready to take something to the outdoorsman. Clothesline.
Another clothesline.
A third. Oh! Drop kick.
You can tell the outdoorsman's cage has been rattled. High knee into the corner.
The chemistry has been thwarted between these two. The coffee clearly was not part of the game plan getting to Philip, so now both men have been compromised. Great double team move there.
Double team move. Neck breaker and DDT. A kick out from Matt Montana.
The crowd clearly getting behind Sweater Weather here. Tag made. Big Cal Stevens coming in again. But what is left here?
Big atomic drop there from Big Cal Stevens.
Cardigan coming in quick to make the save. There's some hurt feelings are held here between these two. Oh, Montana goes to the outside.
Cardigan using his small size to his advantage. Double kick to the face, and this might be it. And it's over.
What a match. What a time to have sweaters in your closet as Team Argyle, aka Sweater Weather, gets the victory here. These two gentlemen, despite the short notice, have clearly jived well, and the coffee being the difference maker in this one.
Absolutely. I hope that this is not the last we've seen of this team, because they have truly shown the Invictus faithful that they belong.
Oh, and Philip Cardigan getting jiggy with it here. Oh, both men now getting down and jiggy with it. Clearly have the crowd behind them. Clearly great athletes, great performers, and will clearly be back in an Invictus ring very soon.
Absolutely, but that's not to take anything away from the outdoorsmen. As abrasive as they are, they definitely showed that they should be in the conversation as some of the best tag teams, one of the best tag teams, I should say, on the independent scene today.
Absolutely. If it weren't for that ego getting to them, that cockiness getting in the way, these guys were clearly on the path to victory here, but we will definitely see them again.
Matt Montana giving Big Cal Stevens the assist with the help of his bull rope.
Oh, a little bit of moonshine was at play here with that tumble.
Perhaps that was the secret ingredient in that coffee.
You never know.
Let's turn things back to Ryan Peterson in the ring.
All right, the action continues right now with the following contest, and it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from Man Crush Universe, weighing in at 240 pounds, he is the hashtag MCM Macho Chris Mojo!
hurts.
You were not in high school.
To me! First to me! First to me!
Nobody's cheering for you. Nobody likes you. Put your mask on. Put your mask on. Put your mask on. Put your mask on. Oh! F you!
Introducing his opponent, hailing from Old Tappan, New Jersey, weighing in at 195 pounds. This is Gio.
You stand no chance. Oh, baby! Go.
Hey, Gio!
Mucho, baby!
Let's go, Mucho! Check him! Check him! I got some gimmicks in there. So good. So good. So good. Just like
Destroy him!
ready? All right, let's go. Let's go.
Go!
Singles action here in match numero cuatro here at Eruption. Two partners in training turned bitter rivals as hashtag MCM Mucho Chris Moljo set to clash with the very popular Gio Galvano.
Absolutely. If you happen to follow either of these gentlemen's social media, it is very apparent to you that there is no love lost between these two. There is absolute animosity, genuine hatred between these two guys. Both men are looking to make a statement by taking down the other person in this matchup.
Looks like Gio exerting dominance early on in this match. MCM just utilizing that rope break. And the crowd is very vocal right now.
MCM here, twisting the arm of Gio. Very technical stuff. You can tell this is Team 3D Academy original material here. Wow, with the fast pace of Gio.
Huge arm drag there from Gio. Follows it up with a big drop kick. And Gio Galvano is on fire.
MCM goes to the outside to try and steer away from any danger here early.
MCM letting his hair down. Getting all fired up.
Oh, now he's got to warm up. The ego on this guy. The crowd clearly not loving this sort of...
But of course, a former semi-professional football player, former all-state athlete. I mean...
No one can deny the man's talent, Alex. It's just a matter of the fact that this guy doesn't know when to shut up sometimes for me. That's a little bit of an issue.
Absolutely. Stare down now as MCM. Oh, just enough to break that count out. More showboating here. You could even call it showboating. The crowd Certainly partisan at the very least.
What is MCM eyeballing here?
No.
Taking the
A
poster
handmade sign.
for
He
clearly Invictus' hometown hero, Gio.
And the sign is ripped. And Gio might have just snapped, giving chase to MCM around the ring.
Gio is livid here. His fans are everything to him. If you know anything about Gio, he is a very much so a traditional guy. His family, his friends, and his fans are the things that he values the most.
But could be some psychology at play here from MCM, causing Galvano to lose control. Didn't seem like he was out of control there with that big cross body.
Absolutely. MCM really hoping at this point that the anger of Gio gets to him. He makes a mistake, he slips up, and MCM can take advantage. Huge cross body there into the corner. You're seeing here another.
Galvano is fired up. Another big splash into the corner. MCM is staggering.
Oh, big reversal by MCM. Huge
Very
knee.
fancy footwork there, perhaps using Galvano's soccer skills against him.
Here pandering to the crowd. A modern day dad bod ravishing Rick Rude.
Hashtag slap him. Big headbutt there to the back of Gio Galvano.
Every second that this man is not beating up Gio, he is just trying to sell his shtick, trying to sell all of his different catchphrases and everything. I mean, the guy's got that down. He's got the marketing down. He's got the look down. He's going to make a huge impact here in Invictus.
Certainly, for better or for worse, for every person chanting Gio's name in the crowd, there is one, if not more, who are making their disdain for Mucho Chris Moljo known.
And whether you like him or you hate him, you're talking about him, and that is exactly what Mucho Chris Moljo is hoping to accomplish.
Backing Galvano into the corner. Big elbow to the side of the face. Irish whip into the opposite corner.
Huge reversal here. Cover.
Not going to be enough to put MCM away. Looking for another pin attempt. And a kick out by Galvano.
MCM and Gio have both clearly shown the wear so far of this match. Fast-paced, hard-hitting action. Both guys are clearly in their intent to hurt one another more than anything. Not just win, but to hurt their opponent.
Absolutely. And something also we haven't touched on yet, Nick, is the clear size difference between the two.
Absolutely. You know, while Gio does pack the muscle behind it, that amateur pro football background clearly advantages Chris in terms of the size that he just has over Gio. A true clash of styles here.
Another pin attempt there. And you got to be thinking that MCM must be getting frustrated. What is it going to take to put Gio away? As he mounting those signature Olay elbows. But just as quickly as I get the words out of my mouth, MCM has turned the tides yet again.
You know, honestly, Alex, I'm surprised Gio and Chris don't have more in common, aren't more friends. Football, European soccer, Gio being the big soccer player he is, both having long hair, both clearly being body guys. It seems like a no-brainer that this would lead to friendship, but sometimes when two big personalities are in the room, it leads to chaos as another pinfall is broken up there.
Well, they say opposites attract, but that is certainly not the case here, as there is no love lost between these men. MCM possibly looking for a suplex attempt here.
Oh, taking him up high. Oh, right
Nope.
onto the third rope.
Hangs him up to dry on that top rope.
Chris Moljo loving every second of the hate he gets.
Basking in those boos like an iguana on the Galapagos beach.
Pulling on the hair of Gio. What's he thinking here? Gio reverses it.
Driving that shoulder into the midsection. Sunset flip. This could be it.
What athleticism by Gio. What an athletic specimen he is. Big clothesline.
Huge clothesline, shades of MCM's football days. This is the problem right here. He should be going for that pin right now. Instead,
Absolutely.
he is just pandering to the crowd.
Chris is too into himself sometimes to know when it's time to close the show. That killer instinct needs to be inside him, but sometimes he's too stuck fixing his hair or looking in the mirror to know when the true killer needs to come out. Gio reverses that now. Big elbow. Oh!
Huge, looked like a modified enziguri there.
Absolutely, those are clear shades of Gio's soccer days. What athleticism by Gio.
You could hear the impact on that one. Both men down.
Could this be the difference maker in this match, Alex?
Could be, but right now it looks like both men struggling to get to their feet, and I have spoken too soon.
Oh man, Gio is fired up here. He is ready to take it to Chris Moljo.
Again, another huge elbow, and these are his patented Olay elbows.
He is firing at 1,000,000 miles a minute here into that corner. Every single angle humanly possible. He's taking advantage of it.
MCM is reeling, and he felt every bit of that one. Huge flying crossbody. Kick out at 2.5.
Gio's got to stay on top of Chris here. It's great that he's gotten this momentum back, but he's got to stay on top of him. As we can see, with one shot from Chris, it can make or break the entire match, equalizing the playing field. With a guy as big as Chris, you need to stay on top of him.
Huge spine buster.
Point proven right there. Chris gets up. He needs to stay on top of Gio now, but more pandering to the crowd.
What could he be thinking here?
Oh, and
Goes
that
to
elbow
drop
misses.
the elbow, but misses as Galvano rolls out of the way. Side headlock firmly applied. Going for another flying crossbody, but Mucho catches him.
The strength of Chris here, my God.
Huge Samoan drop. This could be it.
But a kick out by Gio. The heart in this guy is unbelievable. Clearly wanting to send his fans home happy with a victory in the books here.
Over 10 minutes into this match now, and the crowd is just as fired up as they were from the moment that these two stepped through the curtain.
What is Chris looking for underneath that ring, Alex?
Unclear,
a
but
standard
I'm honestly
match.
surprised that these underhanded tactics haven't come out earlier.
See a trash can underneath there.
We mentioned that desperation of Mucho Chris Moljo, and I think your question's just been answered, Nick. Got that signature purple chair.
Where does one even buy a purple chair? At the Barney store?
Perhaps.
The ego.
Fighting now with Tyler Kosenko, referee here. Tyler, just as much as anyone else, doesn't want to see this end in a disqualification.
Gio staying on top of Chris, not letting that chair phase him. What are we about to see here? Big bulldog!
And that could be it. Gio has used that move to put away many opponents in the past.
But just a 2 count. This match continues as both men are clearly tired, but ready and still willing to do whatever it takes to get the victory.
Setting up for another bulldog here.
What the hell just happened there?
Looks like a low blow there, but I don't think that referee Tyler Kosenko caught it. I think he was distracted by something in the audience.
It can't end this way.
No.
No! Referee Tyler Kosenko is not going to be happy about himself when he sees that imposed. Clearly misses the low blow, and Mucho Chris Mojo is walking away here with the victory.
Unbelievable.
This crowd is ready to riot.
Look at that expression of anguish on the face of Galvano. He has let his fans down.
Oh, this is just uncalled for at this point.
MCM not done, still laying in the assault. And now, referee Tyler Kosenko thrown out of the ring. Somebody needs to come out and maintain some control here because this is excessive.
Mucho, come on now. You've already
made your point.
You've already done everything you've set out to do. Leave the ring. The fans are ready to riot after this one.
I think that sign right behind Chris says it all.
Indeed, I hate you mucho, Chris Mojo. Motioning now to the corner for his stuff.
His varsity jacket. Every high school bully rolled into one awful person.
Gio Galvano just left here. Left to waste. I don't even know if he's aware of what's going on right now.
Perhaps that's for the best, as Mucho Chris Mojo makes his exit.
I'm disgusted right now, Alex. This was truly going to be one of the best matches, and a clean finish would have really put Chris over the edge. But this, to me, just made me hate him even more. Which is maybe what he wanted at the end of the day.
I think so, and Galvano getting a hearty ovation here as he rolls out of the ring. Nick, I think it's safe to say this is not going to be the last time that these two competitors cross paths.
Oh, absolutely not, Alex. Gio is one hell of a competitor. Chris, I'm going to probably hate to say this down the line, but he is also one hell of a competitor. Both men clearly have animosity still towards the other, and clearly have unsettled finish here. Unfinished business, I should say.
Well, as Gio Galvano is helped to the back, we are going to be moving into our intermission. We'll be right back after this with more Invictus Pro Wrestling action.
See you real soon.
Hey, don't worry, we got more action this time. Hey, hold on. You need to take a break. Hey, I'm not the referee. I'm just saying. All right, folks. We are back from intermission. I know that means there is a sign of more action. Then we're going to continue the action right now with the following contest. And it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from Corinthos, Greece, weighing in at 225 pounds, he is the Greek god Demetrius Papadon! Silence! I said silence!
Are you a freak or are you a person? Thank you. I'm glad you found me. Come on, Diabetes, you know the rules. Come on! Hey!
Stop judging!
Now you.
Stop judging!
Right. That's right. Listen to the children.
What are you wearing?
What are you wearing?
What is that?
It's called a robe!
Papa John's. Papa.
Introducing his opponent, hailing from Hudson Valley, New York, weighing in at 215 pounds. This is lowlife Dennis Morgan.
Go, Dennis! Go, Dennis! Go, Dennis! Get your dad in there, all right?
Quiet, little girl.
Oh!
pizza, Papa John. Yeah, that's real original coming from the Three Stooges over here. Hey, hold this piece of trash back. You look like we belong with these dwellers over here. Hey, I don't want any Girl Scout cookies, so shut up! Hold on, one more! It's Greece. Our forefathers of civilization. Gyros. And you know, I look at you and I kind of regret it. Where's the pizza? Where's the pizza? Where's the pizza? Looking at you, you should try a Greek salad. You want to go 15 rounds with me, brother? Come on. You couldn't go 15 seconds with your boyfriend. Be quiet. Not that there's anything wrong with that. It's 2020. Roast. Just roast. You just got roast.
We are back from intermission. And more singles action here as the Greek god Papadon clashes with lowlife Dennis Morgan. And Nick, this is a match that has a bit of a story to it as well.
Absolutely. You know, there was really no background to these two. It was simply an up-and-comer versus a veteran. And then Papadon took to social media to make his feelings felt about this newbie, in his own words, to say the least. Out of, I'm really censoring my words here, but he had a lot of harsh words to say about the lowlife Dennis Morgan, and it was truly, truly one to see in terms of the Invictus fans being captivated by each back and forth between the two.
And you won't get hurt. You understand?
Take no shit.
Well, Papadon right here, some trash talking and some belittling of the upstart Dennis Morgan. And also a factor to consider in this matchup is that Dennis, for a long time, was preparing for Nick Delta. Delta, of course, due to unforeseen circumstances, had to be removed from the card about a month out. Papadon, replacement on only several weeks' notice. And we know that change of plans may have had a psychological impact on the preparation of Dennis Morgan.
Absolutely, and speaking again of the harsh words said, Papadon, I'm sure, did not like being anyone's second choice, and he was here to prove that he is the A side to this, and Dennis Morgan is the B side with something to prove here. Big slam to the ground.
Papadon showing his grappling acumen.
Oh, and that slap clearly to show who's who. Who's the 20-year-plus veteran and who's the new guy on the block.
The taunting from GGP, relentless here. And this crowd is vitriolic towards Papadon, to say the least.
Well, Papadon is eating it up, not fazed at all by a single fan. He's loving the hate he's receiving. Lock up here.
And now it's Morgan with control in the waistlock, but Papadon has an answer for everything.
And that wrist lock is tight.
Maintaining that control, and Papadon showing that he is able to back up all of that gloating that we saw earlier.
And here we see Dennis Morgan getting the slight advantage, showing that he has some technical skills to him as well.
Papadon grabbing the belt of Dennis Morgan. A less than clean break there from Papadon.
Absolutely, the referee's really going to have to keep his eyes on Papadon.
Silence!
This guy does not seem to really play by the rules. Slow, methodical approach here. This one is a test of strength is being done between these two. Oh! The mental games of Papadon taking over with this one.
Side headlock firmly applied. Dennis Morgan trying his best to power out, to no avail. We could see also a clear aesthetic difference between the two. Papadon, of course, mentioned in some of his promos online He's a very disciplined individual. His body, as you can see, not only is he in great physical condition, but free of tattoos. And Dennis Morgan definitely leading more of an alternative lifestyle.
Definitely more of a free spirit that Dennis Morgan is, and Papa Don was not afraid to have those feelings hurt in the skinny jeans comments made and the, overweight statements made. He clearly is not afraid to touch those sensitive subjects, especially in 2020, Alex.
Indeed, as Papa Don going back to that side headlock. Sends him against the ropes, but a big shoulder tackle from Papa Don.
Dennis Morgan clearly needs to evaluate what he had to worry about with Papa Don versus the challenge in front of him. It's easy to say you're facing a 20-year vet, but when you're in there with them, it's a whole different ballgame.
Dennis Morgan comes back with a shoulder tackle of his own, and you could tell that Papa Don maybe wasn't anticipating this much of a challenge from Dennis Morgan.
Absolutely. One big thing to keep in mind, Alex, is both gentlemen vary on different ends of the spectrum in terms of experience, but with 20-plus years experience comes a lot of wear and tear on that body. So how much can Papa Don hold up against the new and fresh offense of Dennis Morgan? Clearly, right now, that is not an issue with Papa Don taking the advantage.
Well, right now we're seeing more of the technical skill set from Papa Don, using those legs to sandwich the head of Dennis Morgan.
What a back and forth we're having here. Every time one of them gets the advantage over the other seems to have a reaction to it.
More mat work here from both of these individuals, rising now to a standing position.
Technical skills are very on display here in both men.
Break it!
Another less than clean break there. And more of the taunting from Papa Don.
Giving a little smack on that boy's face like he's his father. Showing, I am the one in control. I'm the veteran and you're the new guy here. Papa Don not answering to any authority figure here in the Invictus ring.
Looking for a
big body slam.
And Papa Don's going to have to take a T after that one.
Dennis Morgan's wrong here. He should be following up with Papa Don. He should be going to the outside and getting him back in that ring. This is where the difference
but Dennis
lies.
Isn't going to stoop to Papa Don's level, and the boo's just showering down at this point.
Oh, and hawks a loogie at Dennis Morgan, and now the chase is on.
That's going to be enough to get him out of the ring. But you got to think, every move of the 20-year veteran GGP is calculated.
Absolutely. There's no waste of energy on his part. Every move is with purpose. Every decision made has meaning on his path to victory. With a huge chop there on the ropes.
Trying very hard to rustle the jimmies of Dennis Morgan. Sunset flip there, showing the athleticism.
Big clothesline.
These guys are just trading blows quicker than I can keep track of.
What stiff shots Papa Don's just laying on Dennis Morgan.
Driving that elbow into the head.
Where's your hero now?
Taking time to bask in his glory, no pun intended.
But see, that is where Papa Don may make a fatal error, Nick. He needs to capitalize.
Now we see here him taking time, waiting for Dennis Morgan to get back to his feet for some form of offense, but you're absolutely right, Alex. He needs to be more strategic here. But again, goes with the experience. As a huge slam there into a pin. Only a 2 count.
That was 2, 3, 2, 1, 2.
GGP spending more time debating the ref's calls, and he is trying to put this match away. Dennis Morgan is hurt.
He is hurt badly here, Alex. He is in need of some sort of comeback, some sort of fuel of some sorts, whether it be from the crowd or something within him, but he's got to figure out a way to take down GGP.
Another big kick to the face.
Dennis Morgan
seeing stars.
want to do better?
Once again, GGP motioning to the crowd. Flicking his boogers, doing something. Big chop.
Big chop. And another. That's one way to lose a nipple.
Dennis Morgan's definitely going to be feeling those chops tomorrow. What are we about to see here? Just a 2 count.
Basement lariat there from GGP. GGP clearly very frustrated.
He doesn't know what else he needs to put away Dennis Morgan. GGP thought that was it. He thought he had the victory right there.
Say 2 one more time, I dare.
More just stomps and kicks and
Every time you say 2, I kill it.
defiance from the Greek god Papadon. And Dennis Morgan fires back.
Dennis Morgan definitely trying his best to make a comeback here. But GGP still, with every single bit of offense given, he has a response for it. Clearly the frustration of these 2 counts are getting to him more and more. He's ready to close the show here.
Back to that headlock. I think all it's going to take here is for GGP to just hit one more big move, and this could be over.
Absolutely. He has done the long game with this. He has tried to wear him down, his opponent down both mentally and physically.
But that's just not GGP's style. I mean, we saw it with Wrecking Ball Legursky earlier this evening. These bigger, more experienced guys, they like to put the rookies in their place. They like to really prolong the punishment.
Oh, man.
Working their way back to a standing position here.
GGP still staying on top of him. Smack to the back of the head there. That is not settling well with Dennis Morgan. Is he going to have a comeback here? Nope. Just more
This could
brutality.
be it. But again, right back to the showboating.
The showboating is clearly costing him here, Alex. A 3 count would have been inevitable there if he just taken that extra second to put him away.
Absolutely. The distraction really getting to the head of Papadon.
Oh, absolutely. The fans are not afraid whatsoever to let their feelings of Papa Don be known here.
Back to that side headlock.
He says no. He says no.
Referee asking Morgan if he is okay to continue.
Dennis showing tremendous heart here.
Yeah, GGP turning up the torque though, really
He's still good. He's good.
digging those feet in. Using all of his momentum to just cut off that.
Oh, and is that... Oh, that was some biting right there of the fingers of Dennis Morgan. GGP not afraid to do those dirty veteran tactics that the referee can't see.
Morgan backs him into the corner. Could be the opening he needs, but GGP is just too quick.
What is Dennis Morgan thinking here? Oh, can't take his eyes off of his opponent.
Oh, going for the full-blown sleeper hold now.
Clearly resorting to any and all tactics at this point is GGP. He thought he's put him away time and time again. Very few options left that he's got to just resort to.
What is it going to take for Dennis Morgan to reach deep into that tank and
stiff
mount the
shot.
comeback?
Another. And a third stiff shot from Dennis Morgan.
Big left hands. Oh!
Oh! Dennis Morgan with the mental awareness to know that what was coming on that one.
And Papadon has clearly been taken off guard. As he gets to his feet in the opposite corner, what could Dennis Morgan be thinking here?
Papadon is phased, clothesline in the corner. More stiff shots raining down on Papa Don. This is Dennis Morgan's opportunity here.
Going to be thinking here. Grabs a double underhook. Suplex. And he connects.
Oh, just a 2 count.
Both of these men are looking absolutely spent. This could be a contender for match of the night here, Nick.
Absolutely. Both men clearly giving it their all. Dennis Morgan now trying to get energy from the crowd, trying to get the ball rolling here. GGP back to his feet.
GGP driving that knee
Right into
damn
the
near
ropes.
caving in the chest of Dennis Morgan.
What is GGP thinking here now? Oh, and one of those stiff kicks right to the chest. Another to the back.
GGP measuring him up, going for that third, but he misses.
Reversal.
And this could be big uppercut by Dennis Morgan.
Reversal there from GGP. Stiff shots raining back and forth from both men.
Just trading blows, staggering who is going to be the first to fall. Another big uppercut.
Oh, man, I'm sure the people in the third row could hear that one.
Absolutely, and it looks like Dennis Morgan starting to take control. GGP not able to get all of that side headlock there.
GGP thrown to the corner now. Dennis Morgan, huge uppercut in the corner.
Dennis Morgan is fired up. This could be the comeback that he was looking for.
But again, the seasoned veteran know what's coming and able to have a good counter to it.
He's got an answer for everything. And what could Papa Don be thinking now? Up to that middle rope. Measuring Dennis Morgan for something big. Big diving uppercut, and this could be it.
Oh, just a 2 count. Dennis is not giving up that easily on this one. GGP not happy with that decision by the ref. The ref holding his ground.
GGP definitely fighting an uphill battle here as both the official and the crowd reminding him that that was only a count of 2.
What could GGP be thinking here with that? Oh,
Perhaps going for a pile driver? No, reversed into a back body drop by Dennis Morgan. But here's the problem, Nick. When you're at this phase in the match, I mean, these guys are going on 15 minutes now. The
absolutely.
exhaustion just prevents you from capitalizing immediately on these big moves. And that could be the difference between winning and losing a match.
Absolutely. Both men running on fumes. Both men hurt. Both men clearly wanting to get the job done. But mentally, it's such an uphill battle when your opponent is 3 steps ahead of you at times.
Both men are down now. Who will be the first back to their feet?
Can we be seeing a double counter here, Alex?
I certainly hope not. This has been a hellacious battle. To see it end in a count out would be a shame, but both men now.
GGP pleading for mercy here from Dennis Morgan. GGP trying to get the victory by any means necessary here, hoping for a count out.
Dennis Morgan catching his breath on the apron, ramming that shoulder into the midsection of GGP. Could Dennis be thinking here? Sunset flip, but GGP puts on the brakes.
What could GGP be thinking here? Oh, the Matrix! We have entered the Matrix, Alex.
We certainly have, using that center of gravity.
Oh, but he's got the ropes!
GGP using the ropes to steal the victory over lowlife Dennis Morgan.
GGP using those veteran tactics, that veteran mentality that he has to be 3 steps ahead of Dennis Morgan and be able to have the knowledge to get the rope, know that the ref wasn't looking, and secure the victory. Truly an experienced guy in the squared circle, Alex.
Absolutely, but we gotta hand it to Dennis Morgan as well.
Absolutely.
He came back with everything that Papadon had to offer and then some.
Dennis has nothing to hang his head over. Dennis came out here with a point to prove, and I think even though he lost, he proved that exact point, that he is new to the independent wrestling circuit, but he is here to stay, and he is a star to come in the years.
Absolutely taking the 20-year veteran to his absolute limit, forcing him to use some underhanded tactics to secure the victory, and a well-deserved ovation for the lowlife Dennis Morgan. Let's turn it back to Ryan Peterson now to keep things moving to our next contest.
Anyway, you guys having a good time so far today? Then, we have a special attraction match right now because the following contest is a women's match. And it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from the Bronx, New York, this is Karen Bam Bam!
Karen, where you at? Oh yeah! Hey, Karen! Yeah, let's go! Oh! Karen! Let's go! Oh yeah! We love the spin! Get it! Oh yeah! Oh yeah, Karen! Oh! Hotsy totsy! Yeah, Karen! Karen! Let's go! Let's go, Karen!
And introducing her opponent, hailing from the depths of darkness, this is Anastasia Morningstar!
Oh yeah, Bill was right! Suck! Go, Karen! You got nothing on you! Oh, boo! Come on, Karen! Watch the floor, Karen! Watch the floor, come on, Karen! Come on! Watch the floor with her! Karen, it's all you! You got nothing! Karen! Good start! Good start!
Women's action here now at Eruption as Karen Bam Bam set to take on the Devil's favorite demon, Anastasia Morningstar.
We start off early with a twerk off here from Karen. Both opponents very familiar with one another. Both have a history. Both not afraid to put it on the line against one another and lock up here early.
That's right, and Karen clearly asserting control early on, backing Anastasia off into the corner. And a break followed by a bit of mind games there from Karen Bam Bam.
Absolutely. There's a lot of trash talk going on between these two in the ring as every single lockup they're in there in each other's ear saying, what about now? What about this?
Absolutely, and Karen Bam Bam, it must be said, the newly crowned Test of Strength champion, becoming the first woman to hold the title, I believe.
A very impressive accomplishment indeed. Karen also having done several shows recently between on the weekend of our debut event, having a slight knee injury going to this event, but unfazed whatsoever.
This is true. Not evident at this point, but it would be interesting to see how that comes into play as this match progresses. At this point, both women just trying to cut each other down to size, and we see Anastasia Morningstar on the hair of Karen Bam Bam. Follows that up with a sharp chop.
Unfazed, though, is Karen.
This is definitely going to be an instance of an unstoppable force meeting an immovable object.
Both women inviting one another to test their will.
Neither of them flinching.
Another hard chop. Still no emotion whatsoever given from Karen. And another from Karen. Another. Oh!
Flurry of chop, shades of Kenta Kobashi as Karen Bam Bam backs Anna against the ropes, and Anastasia Morningstar retaliating.
Staying right on top of Karen.
Well scouted, a testament, Nick, as you said earlier, to just how well these two women know each other.
Absolutely. Every single move given, the other has either experienced before, so they know going in this they have to show something new to one another. They have to pull something new out of their repertoire of moves and holds that maybe the other person hasn't seen before. So I'm hoping to see something new out of these two.
Absolutely. Anastasia Morningstar especially, a very unpredictable foe.
Can't help but notice Anastasia's good friend Crow isn't there. Karen not showing any signs of that injury whatsoever.
Big spinning heel kick there. Such athleticism for an athlete her size. And Karen Bam Bam inviting Anastasia Morningstar back into the ring.
Karen clearly confident that she has Anastasia's number.
And something else that's worth mentioning, Nick, some very hot weather for late September at this outdoor show. Wondering if that's going to be a factor as well.
Absolutely, especially when you take into consideration Anastasia's mask that she is wearing. I mean, we all know now, especially by wearing masks, are more important than ever.
That is right, but we also know that they can be a bit uncomfortable for long periods of time, especially when you're locked in such an athletic contest as we're seeing now.
Huge shot on the ring apron there.
Karen Bam Bam clearly the crowd favorite and clearly in control as this matchup is spilled to the outside, and she sends Anastasia Morningstar back in.
Karen not giving Anastasia any room to breathe on this one. But first, of course, had to give a little bit of a running start there. Both women back in the ring.
And Karen Bam Bam is clearly in control and clearly showing why she is the conductor of the Squish-a-Bish Express.
Absolutely. I mean, her whole body can be used as a weapon, as we can see.
Just picking apart Anastasia Morningstar.
What could she be thinking here?
Oh man, if she hits this match could be over in the early goings. But Anastasia Morningstar back to her feet and brings her down with a bang. And now the tides of this match are turning in favor of Morningstar, raining a flurry of elbows down on a prone Karen Bam Bam.
Anastasia trying to intimidate the ref here. Oh, huge stomp on the fingers. Karen fighting from the knees now.
Cover attempt by Anastasia Morningstar. Karen Bam Bam just gets the shoulder up.
You guys are quiet because you want me to win, right? Because you all hail Satan, right?
Anastasia Morningstar just taunting the crowd, and the crowd returning in full.
Anastasia's got to watch that, though. She is so far not so far ahead of Karen that she has time to be boasting to the crowd. She has to stay on top of her here.
Absolutely. Both women back to their feet now. Karen perhaps mounting a comeback. Another spinning kick again, just showing that agility.
Taking out the knees of Anastasia Morningstar.
She's going to have to just stop her, slow her down in any way that she can.
What is she thinking here? Seeing a possible submission move? Oh! Oh!
Throwing her out of the ring by her hair. Now that is just low.
Anastasia following up to Karen on the outside. Right into the post.
Driving a fist right into the small of Karen's back. Oh, what could she be thinking here?
Another shot in the apron.
The hardest part of the ring.
Right into the crowd goes Karen.
Oh man, sending her right into those chairs.
Fans keeping it PG with the "Oh snap" chants.
I appreciate that, and Anastasia Morningstar firmly in control of this matchup now.
That shot in the chairs could be the difference maker, Alex, but still a kick out.
Karen again showing that fighting spirit for which she has become so beloved. But we have to wonder if the damage has been done now at this point.
Karen getting pulled up by the hair now by Anastasia.
Anastasia just shoving right off of Karen's face. The disrespect is evident.
Just toying with Karen at this point. But is it too soon? Could Karen be mounting a comeback of sorts? Could this be firing her up even more? Karen with a burst of energy. Raining down shots.
Just throwing, was that her headband she threw at her?
I thought that was her armband of sorts. But regardless, either way, a wardrobe malfunction has occurred.
Anastasia Morningstar gets those feet up. Managed to dodge.
Oh, and the strength of Anastasia.
Goodness. Big sidewalk slam there, but it's not enough to put Karen Bam Bam away.
Anastasia clearly thought that was the end of it.
But could the damage be done? Karen's still not back to her feet. And now, a sleeper hold firmly applied.
Does Karen have enough left in the tank to come back from this?
The Anastasia Morningstar working her way to a standing position, bringing Karen Bam Bam along with her. Still maintaining control.
Trying to tighten that grip. Karen looking for any rope in sight.
Yeah, you got to remember those submission holds are always tricky in this hot, humid weather when the skin starts to become slick with sweat. Right back to that sleeper hold as Karen trying to drive Anastasia Morningstar into the corner. Trying anything to break that hold. She
Again,
needs
pulling
to
the
create
hair.
that separation.
This is smart, though, of Anastasia. She's going back to what she knows is effective. She's not giving up on that hold. If I were her, I'd be locking in my legs right now and securing a full sleeper hold.
Absolutely. We know, Anastasia knows, I should say, that she's going to have to do everything in her arsenal, everything in her power in order to cut Karen Bam Bam down to size.
Very nice, almost judo flip from Karen.
Karen's getting the crowd fired up.
Karen's feeling it too.
Bam Bam, big double overhand chop.
And another.
Second one, but Anastasia's not going down. Big drop kick. Sends Morningstar into the corner. What could we be seeing here? Big forearm catches Anastasia Morningstar right in the chin. What could she be setting up for here?
Looks like some sort of middle rope maneuver that she could be possibly looking to form on Anastasia.
Draping Anastasia Morningstar across that middle rope.
Could she be thinking of going high here? Oh!
And the Queen's throne has collapsed beneath her.
And a rope break saves Anastasia Morningstar.
She just happened to be under the rope there. I don't know if she was even aware of what was going on, but regardless, the match will continue.
Hey, sometimes in a match like this, Alex, you need to just take those lucky situations for what they are and not question them.
100% as Anastasia Morningstar making her way back to her feet.
Big kick.
Waist lock now. What are we going to see here? Karen powers out with that back elbow. Another big super kick there. And Karen once again just gets the shoulder up. What could Anastasia Morningstar be thinking now?
Anastasia now going to the top rope. Trying to find some sort of answer to lead to victory. But Karen reverses it.
Strike to the midsection.
Oh, big. Big just throw off the middle rope and Anastasia hits the floor.
Yeah, she came down hard on that one. Might be setting her up. And Nick, I think the Squish-a-Bish Express is about to arrive at the station.
Absolutely. I'm thinking the same thing, Alex.
There it is. She got all of that one, and that is going to be all she wrote. Karen Bam Bam able to defy the odds and come away victorious.
Absolutely right, Alex. Karen made quite a statement to Invictus Management from this victory. Who knows what we could see from her next?
Yeah, and coming away with the victory, all while working through an injury, is just a testament to that fighting spirit of hers and that positive energy which we're seeing now as she basks in the adulations of the crowd.
Oh, giving the crowd a little bit of a show here at the end. We're going to have a little bit of a twerk off.
Perhaps, although I don't think Anastasia Morningstar is quite in the mood for dancing as she...
We need to get Ryan in there. He could show us some good moves.
Ryan could.
Karen clearly spent from that match.
I have to say, though, can't knock Anastasia Morningstar as well. It was a hard-fought battle.
Absolutely. Both women clearly taking each other to the absolute limit.
Let's turn it back to Ryan Peterson now to introduce our main event of the evening.
All right. Before we go to our main event this afternoon, first of all, despite all the chaos that we had to go through to make this event happen, we want to thank each and every single one of you for coming out today on our debut event. And make sure to follow us on our Facebook, Instagram, and Twitter pages for details about further events. Because, well, judging by what we see tonight, we're definitely going to have a lot more events, all right? But right now, who's got time for one more match? I don't know. That was a little light on the sound, but I said, who's got time for one more match? That's more like it. Ladies and gentlemen, it is now time for the main event of Invictus Pro Wrestling's debut event. And it is scheduled for one fall. Introducing first, hailing from Brooklyn, New York, weighing in at 235 pounds, he is the man of steel, Mike
There you go, boys.
And introducing his opponent, hailing from the Hammock District, weighing in at 204 pounds, this is baby girl Nick Star! Baby girl's a queen. That's nice fight, yeah!
Baby girl.
Baby girl.
Who do you think you are? Boo!
Who do you think you are? I don't go to your gas station, tell you how to pump gas.
Mike, don't let him say that.
You guys like Carly Simon? Yeah!
You're so vain.
I'm so vain.
You're so vain. You're so vain. You're so vain. You're so vain. You're so vain. You're so vain.
I am.
You're so vain.
Wrestler.
You're so vain.
This is for you out there! Hey! Where? Oh. Yeah! I'll give you that.
Man of steel. Man of steel.
No!
Man of steel. 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 Man of steel.
You guys are up here, you need to be down here.
You're so fake. You're so fake. Man of steel. 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 Man of steel.
Hey!
Man of steel.
Hey!
Man of
Hey!
steel. Man of
Hey!
steel. Man of
Hey!
steel. Man
Tell
of
them to
steel.
shut up!
Man of
Shut
steel.
up!
Man of steel. 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 Man of steel.
All right, guys, I think that's all for tonight. You guys already did the job, baby.
Yeah, Mike. Go, Mike. Go, Mike.
No.
You guys are biased, we know it. You're biased, we know it.
We like Mike. 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 We like Mike.
Break the COVID rule.
Love it.
You done? Oh my goodness. Great. Oh, done? Right. Is he validated now? Do you feel okay now, Mike? Are you sure? I feel good. Oh!
We love Verna.
That's what I said, Mike.
We like Verna. We like Verna. We like Verna.
All right, fun fact, this is my first match back in like 7 months in front of a crowd, so thank you.
Okay, this is not my first match back in front of a crowd. However, you guys can do without. Just throwing it out there. Just throwing it out there.
without you.
So
Let's do without you.
You're so
Take it
vain.
off.
You're so
Oh,
vain.
no.
Yeah, but
We don't want to see that.
commercial.
No, he did not.
Yeah.
No, he did not.
I'm lactose
That is
intolerant.
me.
God, really? I'm lactose intolerant.
Tell you the truth, I haven't seen much sunlight lately either.
We don't like
mozzarella cheese this morning. If I didn't work out
Cheddar.
there. What are you gonna do?
Sweat.
I'm ready.
Yeah.
Main event time here at Eruption. Two of the biggest names in the Northeast independent wrestling scene. Nick Stapp and the Man of Steel, Mike Verna, set to clash for the first time ever in singles action.
Truly a great way to close out a fantastic event, Alex. I've had fun today. How about you?
Absolutely. Nick Stapp trying to get the crowd on his side.
Verna undoubtedly the hometown hero here for this crowd, getting the biggest reaction by far that we have seen.
Mike Verna, I firmly believe, can be a star in any promotion he goes to. He's got the look, he's got the charisma, he's got the in-ring ability.
Am I animatronic? Am I a hologram? What's up?
Absolutely right, and trained by none other than Joel Maximo of the SAT.
That's absolutely right. So he's got that high-flying style, as well as, if his physique is any indication, those big power moves in his arsenal as well.
Nick Stapp is not ready to be denied, though. He's not willing to let a crowd reaction or his lack of abs or any of the above not let him be taken seriously here in this match.
A side headlock to start things out. Verna rubbing his quarantine beard on the forehead of Nick Stapp.
Hey, everyone's got their thing. Everyone was making cornbread or growing beers during this pandemic, but clearly Verna with the Peck dance-off showing that he still stayed in very good shape despite all that.
This is very true. Nick Stapp recovering from that early offense.
Oh, nice. Nice fight.
And if you look at the resume of Mike Verna, former FSW champion, former Tier 1 champion, former Chikara Campeonatos de Parejas champion, I mean, this man has quite the proven track record. Clearly has to be the betting man's favorite to come away victorious.
Incredibly correct, Alex. As you were saying before, clearly a star in the making. Stapp there with the reversal.
Not sure that's going to be quite enough to phase the Man of Steel. Irish whip into the corner. Nick Stapp
Drop kick
coming
to
away
go
with a
prevail.
drop kick, and Verna just shrugs it off like it's nothing.
Let's try this again.
Slingshot suplex off the top rope.
Just a 1 count, though. Stapp now going to the outside, needing a breather. Going back to the drawing board.
Verna calling his shot. What could he be thinking here? And Stapp stops him dead in his tracks with that big forearm.
Nick clearly not impressed with the crowd reaction given to Mike Verna. Big chop there.
Is that a fan supporting his foot?
Not technically outside interference, though, Alex.
This is true. Awfully generous. Verna rolling into the ring to break the count.
Eye rake there from Stapp.
Nick Stapp must be thinking that he's clearly outgunned here, maybe resorting to some underhanded tactics.
Thinking of getting a running start here, perhaps.
This could be just the opening that Nick Stapp needs.
But Verna
Misses with
clearly,
the chop.
Verna there, 100% aware of what was going on.
Guys, let's go. Get it back in the ring now. Come on.
Now Verna with a little showboating of his own.
Us Italians know that was the kiss of death that he just delivered. This
Running
could be
starts.
bad for Nick Stapp.
Oh! I felt that one, Alex.
Indeed. Mike Verna once again breaking that count out. Showing some great ring awareness there.
Verna's a man who plays by the rules. He doesn't need to do the dirty tactics to go to victory.
And speaking of dirty tactics, Nick Stapp has that chair.
Great awareness by Verna to knew the chair was coming.
Oh, but Mike Verna now moving the chair into the ring.
Hey, once you introduce the foreign objects, you can't exactly unintroduce them. If they're already there, Verna might as well take advantage of them.
Chekhov's gun. Chekhov's chair in this case is a big missile dropkick connects from Mike Verna.
What is Verna thinking here? Stapp is on the outside.
Maybe cashing in his rain check on that suicide dive from earlier.
Diving through the middle
And
ropes.
he got all of that one.
Giving some fist bumps all around to the crowd. Oh, grabbing him by the belt.
Nobody's grabbed me from there to lock us a COVID. Oh my god. I gotta get back in. Get tested. Watch out.
Verna getting the crowd fired up.
Stapp using the equalizer there to thwart any sort of offense by Verna. Right into the corner.
Roll-up attempt sends Mike Verna neck first into that bottom turnbuckle.
Stapp trying to take advantage here. 1.5.
And right back to the pin attempt. Mike Verna just cannot be kept down.
Verna watching that neck. Stapp still trying to stay right on top of him.
He got Verna by the beard? My goodness. Second chop there by Nick Stapp. And for the first time ever in this matchup, I think Mike Verna might be in trouble.
Absolutely. Could Nick Stapp be the kryptonite to the Man of Steel? And I may have spoken a little too soon there.
Firing back with a chop of his own.
Verna shushing the crowd.
Comes back with that big back elbow. Again, driving Verna into that corner.
Just a 2 count. It's going to take a lot more than that to take down the Man of Steel.
It's true, but right now Verna might be seeing stars. And you can hear his fans firmly at his back. Verna's fans making their voices known as he starts to mount his comeback right here. Stapp catches the boot. Beautiful enziguri by Mike Verna.
Again, what crisp, clean technique. Only that of an SAT Maximo bro can teach that to a true seasoned independent wrestler such as Mike Verna.
Verna out on the apron. Brings that knee right into the face of Nick Stapp. What could he be thinking here?
Got his arms all tied up. Kicks right to the chest. Verna using every bit of that 5 count.
What could he be thinking here?
Verna going high.
Already starting to see those bruises forming on the chest of Nick Stapp.
Great rollover. Spear by Nick Stapp.
Cover and a 2 count. Nick Stapp not giving an inch, immediately starting to rain those blows down on Mike Verna.
Stapp needs every advantage he can here. He is outsized. He clearly does not have the home field advantage when it comes to crowd support. He is going to need to do whatever it takes to stay on Mike Verna, find that weakness, exploit it, and get the victory.
Definitely true, as he applies what looks like a nerve hold there.
The damage that can do to one's shoulder is truly unbelievable. Verna looking to reverse
I think
here.
Mike Verna's traps might actually be made from vibranium. So I don't think that's going to have much effect.
Vibranium or adamantium?
Don't talk to him. He said no. You should be
That is a debate for another day.
That is
as
yes, absolutely.
Nick Stapp applying what looks to be a sleeper hold there.
Oh yeah.
Tight grip there.
Mike is taking a super nap. What?
Verna not letting that be the end of this.
My, how the turns have tabled. Big spinning power slam.
Shades of Randy Orton there.
And you can see the look on Mike Verna's face. What is it going to take to put Nick Stapp away? Verna, of course, no stranger to big main event caliber matches. Nick Stapp, historically more of a tag team wrestler, of course, a former Create-A-Pro tag team champion and WrestlePro tag team champion.
Absolutely. No, Nick Stapp has gone quite the transformation in the last year, really honing in on his individuality through his music and trying to become the single star that he thinks he's destined to be. But he has quite the challenge in making that happen in front of him.
Nick Stapp, undoubtedly a performer, but the question is, can he be just as successful as a wrestler?
Who's your Superman now, huh?
Climbs up to the top rope. What could he be thinking here? Big superplex.
Huge suplex off the top rope, sends both men to the ground, down and out. The ref is beginning the count.
Neither man budging as the count has been initiated.
For Nick, this is a really telling story here. Trying to be featured in the main event, trying to show that he is a singles competitor. Even though he has quite the opponent in front of him, he is still bringing it to Mike Verna, to my surprise.
Without a doubt, both men working their way to their feet. Mike Verna catching a second wind.
Huge shot in the corner.
You could hear that one in the cheap seats. What could he be thinking here?
Backbreaker.
Big tilt-a-whirl backbreaker. This could be it. Kick out at 2.
And the pale carcass of Nick Stapp just left on the floor.
Definitely see the exasperation on the face of Mike Verna. What could he be thinking now? What more is it going to take to put Baby Girl away?
Quick elbow shots. Nick reverses it. Oh, the ref catching the dirty tactics of Nick Stapp. Nick clearly looking for any advantage here to get the victory.
This is true anyway, to even the playing field, and the wrist tape has come off and the referee is down.
Oh no, Verna was not intending for that shot to go to the referee.
Man, don't let it end like this. Impressive show of strength there from Nick Stapp. That fireman's carry, but it only lasts for a second. Ducks another blow there. Big Hurricane Rana. Shades of one Joel Maximo there.
Absolutely, this Man of Steel can definitely fly. Definitely is an agile guy beyond just the strength that he possesses in the ring.
It's true, Mike Verna trying to wake up the referee, but he seems to be out for the count. And Mike Verna figures he might as well take advantage of the situation.
When the ref is out, there are no rules, Alex.
I got an idea here.
Man of Steel has an idea. I'm equally fascinated and scared.
Verna taking Stapp through the crowd. Haystacks in mind.
Oh dear, we haven't seen those haystacks come into play since our opening match.
What could he be thinking here?
Preparing for a slingshot, but Nick Stapp puts on the brakes. Once again, raining those blows down on the face of Mike Verna.
Both men clearly have trouble on their mind with that haystack in sight.
Versus what looked like a powerbomb attempt there from Verna, and the slingshot connects that time face first into that stiff, prickly hay.
That is definitely going to leave some marks, Alex.
I would take thumbtacks over that in a jiffy.
ECW had the wrong idea in mind.
Oh man, Mike Verna up on top of that hay bale.
Rake to the eyes.
These two men giving tumbling in the straw a whole new meaning.
And we see Verna go flying off the haystack.
Huge diving crossbody off the hay bale. That's how you go viral, Nick.
Indeed, Alex. Verna is not afraid to take risks in such a high-stakes match. But where's the ref? What's this current situation? Is this match even still going on, or are these guys just beating each other up for the fun of it at this point?
Well, you said it best. I mean, Verna can deal out all the damage he wants, but unless there's a ref there to count the fall, it means nothing.
Absolutely. He has the right idea in mind. Go back to the ring, reassess, and see what's going on.
Look at the back of Nick Stapp.
This man is definitely going to need a shower after all this.
And unlike Nick Stapp, Mike Verna has fans to dust off his back for him. Nick Stapp.
Huge chair shot.
Oh man, if that referee wakes up, this could be over. Don't let it end like this. Verna's out cold.
Verna has not moved.
Referee's finally up.
2, not this way.
A slow count here, and Verna just gets the shoulder up.
This match shall continue.
This crowd is on their feet. Verna getting his shoulder up out of pure instinct. Verna still not in a good way. Nick Stapp needs to capitalize.
Stapp clearly thought that chair was going to be the difference maker in getting him to victory. Now he needs to even up the ante even more as he goes back under the ring. And what is that?
Oh dear.
Is that drywall?
Some sort of board. Whatever it is bad news for somebody in this matchup.
What could Nick be thinking with that sort of torture device in hand? Backs it into the corner.
Dropping it. Ooh. Starts to slide a little bit there.
I know what you're doing. Be a real man. Get a table. You see any tables here? No. Use the sheet.
Nick Stapp's got to stay on
And
him.
he's pausing to address the crowd, and that hesitation could cost him dearly, especially when he's in there with somebody. Ooh. Verna, seconds away from near disaster there.
Good night, Mikey. I love you. Hey.
Oh, and giant spear!
Big spear through that board.
That's got to be the end of this one.
Nick Stapp is out.
Verna feeling it. Energy. Fired up crowd.
Referee's still not in a good way.
Verna's signature move there. Will this be it?
And that's all she wrote. Mike Verna victorious in the main event of Invictus Pro Wrestling's first ever show.
What a match. What a day. What an experience, Alex. This truly was the perfect way to end an unbelievable event. Verna, the man of steel, standing tall. Goodness shall prevail at the end of the day. Giving the love right back to the fans.
But we have to give a hats off there to Nick Stapp. A hard-fought battle against a formidable opponent.
A true tough SOB, to say the least. He might have pandered too much to the crowd. He might have tried to do a little bit too much there in terms of, not staying on the task at hand. But at the end of the day, that man is damn good at what he does.
Absolutely. And Mike Verna, some good sportsmanship there, helping the ref back to his feet, soaking up the adoration of this crowd. And that's the money shot right there. Clearly, this man is the future of Invictus, the future of independent professional wrestling.
Absolutely right, Alex. This man not only has a bright future, his future is already set in stone as being one of the key players in Invictus Pro Wrestling, to say the least. If this wasn't a star-making performance, then I don't know what is.
That's a tough son of a bitch. Sorry for cursing. Sorry.
Well, ladies and gentlemen, we're going to pack it up for today. Please make sure that you follow us on Twitter at Invictus Pro WRE1, on Facebook at Invictus Pro Wrestling, on Instagram at Invictus Pro Wrestling. For Nick Goutman, I'm Alex Aceta. We will see you next time, and remember to join the conquest.
Thank you, everyone, and good night.
No, thank you all for coming. You're going to be seeing a lot from this company.
So much for being a part of our team. Absolutely, many more to come. Make sure to follow us on all of our social media pages. And more importantly, stay healthy, stay safe, and good night, and get home safely, everybody.
Yeah, I gotta take this back so we can review the footage, make sure the right thing happens. All right. Thanks for grabbing this.